Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New England Patriots. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll start with the option. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their...
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Eagles. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jones in the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Jones got his man. It's Thornton. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Washington. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's a position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. In motion left, that's Cooper. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. They go play action with Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Hurts. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Down inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
You can do one of two things after a penalty. You can hang your head, or you can get mad and redouble your efforts. I think we just saw the latter there as they stopped him for no gain.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with career touchdown number 60. And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Just keeping the play alive. Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. On 2nd and 9, Jones. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. 3rd and goal. Here's the option left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. Right side, Thornton with it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man, Thornton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First and 10, it's Pierce. To about the 26 here. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Touchdown! Hunter Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Hurts going to keep it again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Play action. Here's Hurts. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Washington now brings this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Open man, the tight end Henry. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. On first down, Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On the option, here's Eckler. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Slot man moves right. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Austin Eckler. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Washington now brings this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Pierce will try to pick it up, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle 1st down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down at the 20. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execute.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Austin Eckler, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles extend their lead yet again. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Washington now brings this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Smith will come in motion right. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Down inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Come on. Hey. Three.
Now receiver in motion left. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Eagles are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. And now this defense try to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Let's go. Third. Right there. Three. Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
The slot man in motion right. Second down, here's an option right. And he's got room. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
The tackle by July Tobias. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
On second down, here's the option. Hurts fumbles it.
But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
On third down, they're going to go with the option.
Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And Jones going to keep once more.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Eagles, they'll hit double digits with their 10th win of the year. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for New England,
they'll finish a less than stellar campaign with a mark of 6-11.
And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around.